Hi everybody. Today we are at a rocket factory in Hunan, China, and we're going to go take a look inside the production process of rockets that we use in the United States. All right guys, so we're going into the factory now. This is an exciting factory that I've been to many times. 20 years I've been coming in and out of this factory, and it's pretty much the same. Got all the little buildings here. We used to do demos here for customers. Have a very good relationship with this factory. I want to do something. I want to use Google Lens and see if I can translate some of these signs to see what they mean. So translate, and it says safety is paramount, quality is of utmost importance, and prevention is the top priority. So as you can see throughout the factory, safety is a very big deal. So not only do we emphasize safety in the United States, the factories that are producing our fireworks are emphasizing safety for their employees too. 你好。So it's very common when we're in a factory in China that they just kind of start laughing when they see a foreigner. You know, in the rural parts of China, sometimes they've never seen a foreigner before. So it's kind of a novelty. They might go home and say, hey, we had a foreigner come into the factory today. So anyway, they're working on putting the rocket motor onto the stick right now. So that's this part of the process in here. You can see that this is a factory that is been here for a while. It's well established. I don't want to say old, but it's been here a while. You can see the Mao Zedong portrait to remind everybody who their founder is in China. We have a glue that she's using on the end of the stick that helps her roll that into the paper housing. I wonder whose toothbrush that was. She's like, wait, what? Okay. So how do you want us to position? This is a pretty simple part of the process. All she's doing is gluing a cap on the empty tube. This cap gives the rocket some aerodynamics as it goes up into the air. We kind of thought it'd be interesting to visit with this lady and see if she could answer a few questions for us. So, 你好。我叫艾瑞克，你叫什么名字？我叫周清华。So what's her name?
周清华。
周清华。Okay. So nice to meet you.
很高兴认识你。很高兴认识你。
So how many years have you worked in this factory?
你在这里工作多久了？工作10几年了。10年以上了。
10 years?
10 years.
10 years?
Over 10 years.
So do you enjoy your job?
你喜欢你的工作吗？
喜欢。
Yes, enjoy.
Okay. Do you know much about where the product that you're making is going?
你对于你的产品了解吗？
了解。
Yes, understand.
Okay. And do you have a favorite type of firework?
你最喜欢什么样的烟花？
火箭啊。
Rockets.
That's a very good answer. She said rockets. Are you from here?
你来自于这里吗？
我就住在附近呐。
She lives nearby.
So she lives close by to the factory. And then how many days per week do you work?
你一周工作多少天？
一周工作啊？5天。
5天。5 days.
Okay, and then so do you have a family here? Do you have a husband and children?
你家庭也在这里附近吗？
对，就在下面。
先生小孩也在附近吗？
小孩在长沙工作。
Her children work in Changsha. Okay, and then what do you like to do when you're not working? What do you like to do when you're not working in her free time? What does she like to do?
不工作的时候，休息的时候喜欢做什么？
喜欢种菜。
plant vegetables.
Okay. Are you a good cook?
你是个好厨师吗？你 手艺好吗？厨艺好吗？
还可以。
Yeah, very good.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for answering our questions. We enjoyed visiting with you.
谢谢，感谢你的回答。
As you can see, this lady here is putting the final labels and bundling up the pieces that have been manufactured here into a grouping that they'll package actually later.
One thing I've noticed though is everyone's so efficient. Everyone knows what they're doing here, and they're doing it very, very well and very, very quickly. While we were interviewing that one lady, she got her bundle done like so quick. That's the one thing I'm noticing is everyone's so efficient.
Here's one of the bundles that we have here. I really actually like the color, the black, the orange, the teal, and the purple top. I think the color looks pretty good. But what we tend to see is, products made for the European market are a lot darker. The labels are very dark. And so that's a little more on the colorful side than what we normally see. I think this is kind of interesting to see the bulk base, the plastic bases of all the rockets all strung together. Usually something like this will be made in a factory outside, so the factory will buy this and then they bring it in and it's just a raw component of the material. And some factories do that with their tubes too, but I think they may manufacture their tubes here. Now we're going to go to the final assembly location where they package all the materials together. Ooh, 这是什么?
Thank you. What is it? Rice
really
Krispie treats?
Yeah, without all the marshmallow and sugar though.
This is the last process.
So this is an example of a label. So the rockets will go through here and this label will hold it in place. And it looks like this particular one has a stick, which is kind of convenient, that you can put into the ground and launch the rocket out of. I like that. That's a really cool idea. And we can see in the package right here, this is the final package with the head card. And this is made for the Chinese domestic market, as you can see. So we're here at lunchtime, obviously, and we're having a little lunch break. Actually, this is not normal from what I've seen at factories. Usually they'll have a big eating area, and they're actually just having their lunch right here. So a lot of the factory workers get paid by the piece, so you'll sometimes see people eat a little bit and while they continue working too. Once the products are packaged, they are put into a shipping box and then they're stored at a warehouse. So we're gonna go check out the warehouse and just see kind of what's getting ready to ship and to where. This is an interesting box, how they put that little teal marker on there, but this one's going domestically here. Look at this one behind you. This is a interesting outer box that they have for the domestic market. He says this is going to England. Pretty neat little packet. It's got a double layer there. Galactic rockets.
Is that two different sizes?
Yes. It says El Tigre, which means the tiger in Spanish. So I would say it's going to bajo supervisión. It doesn't say the country, but it's all in Spanish. So I think this is what we need in our lineup right here. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh. That is a rocket. It says Class Tech Pyrotechnics Big Rocket Mix.
That is very big. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at this stick.
Yeah. It's like a half-inch by half-inch stick.
That one is legit. What does it say?
Well, do you want me to use my Google Lens and
Yes,
find
I
out?
would.
I could speak Chinese, or at least some, but not read very much. Okay, so it says on June 6, 2013, General Secretary Xi Jinping issued important instructions on ensuring workplace safety. Human life is of paramount importance. Development must never come at the expense of human lives. The costs, we must always put the safety of people's lives first.
Safety.
Good message.
That is.
Yeah. And speaking of safety, in recent years here in China, at the factories, we've seen an overabundance of cameras put in to make sure that people are safe, and if there is an accident, that they can see what happened so it doesn't happen again. So we're going to take a look at the control room right now. This control room shows every single camera in the entire factory. I think what's really interesting to me is, whoa, that for one. This area here where they're working on a lot of the chemicals. This is the more volatile areas that we don't get to see anymore. But right here you go. In another video I was talking about the little centrifuge that rolls the stars, and that's right there where that's done. This is very dangerous work. That's why there's only one person per little room that they've carved into the, usually in a mountainside. And then here's some of the areas where we were in, where they were packaging the materials. And, but there's a lot, as you can see in this factory, that we didn't get to see. In the past, I've been to all those places, but they have new regulations now that don't allow that. I like this office, you know, this is like factory bosses should be, you know, a little office. There's Mao Zedong when he was younger. Got some maps. This is typical of what you see in a factory office. This is the big man's chair right here.
You know what's cool? Like every map I'm used to, US is in the middle.
No, it's not.
Really?
See, every American says the same thing, but actually Africa is in the middle when you look at the regular map.
Oh, really? Wow.
So something interesting about Chinese maps is, yes, you have a different perspective where China is in the middle. So China in Chinese is called 中国, which means central kingdom in Chinese. So they used to believe that they were the center of the world. And so that's one of the reasons why the map is positioned with China in the center, where ours shows Africa typically in the center, and we're on one side and Asia's on the other. Huh. You're trying to visualize it, right?
Yeah, I guess that is crazy.
Another interesting thing that I should point out about a Chinese map is that many Western maps will show Taiwan as a different color. Chinese map shows Taiwan as pink, just like China is. And then there's something very controversial called the 9-dash line, which you can see it right through here. And the 9-dash line is China's claim to this entire part of the world. They claim this what we say is international waters here. And so there's a lot of tension in this region right here, partly because of China's claim through that. So if you ever see a map and it has a 9-dash line, you know it was a Chinese map. But you won't see that on any other map in the world. On this map right here, in fact, you can see these 9-dash lines more pronounced and more clearly here. You will not see this on any Western map. And they call Taiwan a province. So if you ask somebody in China how many provinces there are, the answer is going to be different than what you might find on Wikipedia or something like that. So I'm here. This is an exciting moment for me to actually be sitting beside the factory boss. It's very hard for them to ever commit to something like an interview, but we're going to try. We're going to ask just a few simple questions. It took a lot, and I respect him for doing this because he didn't want to at first. But this is Mr. Yang, and I wanted to first ask, how long have you had this factory?
你这个工厂有多久了
28年了。
？28 years.
28 years, that's a pretty long time. And did he establish it himself, or did he buy it from somebody else, or did his father build it?
你这个工厂是你自己建的，还是祖辈遗传下来，还是买的？
我们几兄弟建的了。
There are brothers built by themselves.
So him and his brother
Yeah.
built it? Okay, I understand. And then was it a difficult process to get a factory started at that time?
最早的时候建工厂，你觉得最难的是什么情况？
最难的资金。最难的是资金啊，钱啊。
capital money。
That was going to be my next question. A lot of capital, correct?
这个需要花很多钱吧？
那是。
So did he, like when I started my business, I had no money. And so I started it very small and built it up. But he had to start big, right? Because you had to have all the safety infrastructure and all the buildings, right?
那你最早期你这个资金怎么来的呢？因为这个需要用大量的资金。
贷款啦，跟朋友借了。
Borrow money from friends and from the bank. Get loan from bank.
Okay. So similar to how we start businesses too.
Yes.
And then was there any reason why he chose to get into fireworks?
是什么原因让你选择了烟花行业？
我喜欢啊，我。
Passion.
He likes fireworks.
越爱烟花。
And I think my final question, because this is perfect segue, but do you still love fireworks?
你仍然热爱烟花吗？
啊？
你仍然热爱烟花吗？这么多年过去了，你还热爱这个烟花吗？
更喜欢，更热爱。
Better.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate your very, very thoughtful answers. Thank you.
非常感谢。
我这个领会一样，越来越喜欢了。
Okay.
Thank you. We could not resist. We want to shoot this rocket. I know it's the daytime, but we want to see what this thing can do. 打火机。Oh, 打火机。
打火机吧。
Here. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna see what Big Brother can do. This is for the Russian market.
I'm gonna.
Don't leave me. Run. Oh, nice. Very good. This looks like a red peony with white strobe if you couldn't see it in the camera. It's very nice.
That was loud.